Welcome to 2022, everybody. Greeze put a post for our patrons that said, hey, what's your 2020 New Year's resolution as far as whiskey goes? What do you mean by that, Greeze? Tell me what was behind that inspirational post you put up on our Patreon.
Well, first, all I wanted to know was what pours are you excited about going after in 2022?
So why is that a resolution?
Because what are resolutions? It's something you want to be. It's something you want to do. It's something like that. So I'm like, well, I don't want to diet. Why would I do that? But I would love to try a whiskey.
So it's not a whiskey experience that I'm needing to provide for you. It is a pour of whiskey I want to have. Single pour.
A single pour. Like, what pour are you excited or you're willing to pony up for in 2022?
Okay. So
I posted that in Patreon. And people actually commented.
Yeah, which is quite rare for Greeze. If it's not a divisional shift post, it's hard for Greeze to really get, engagement from folks. And so, I do think that it was quite remarkable to me, too, when I saw people commenting.
I'm just saying it went mini viral. Can I say that? Can I say that it went mini viral?
I don't think you know what viral means.
There was like 16 comments.
Okay, so my first, I have two resolutions. My first one is to, right after we're done filming this, do a post that gets double the amount of engagement you did, and I will not refer to it as viral. That's the first one. Second, I think the pour I'm most looking forward to is what single barrel special release comes out of Jack Daniel's this year. They've been knocking it out of the park for multiple years in a row. We've seen the Heritage Barrel, we've seen the Barrel Proof Rye, and we've seen the Coy Hill High Proof. So
there's a couple of them right here.
I love what they've been doing. I'm really excited about what Chris Fletcher is doing at Jack Daniel's. I'm really excited to see what this next limited release. Now I'm gonna have to wait almost a year from now to see what that is, but I'm really excited about it. I know it's going to be something I'm going to just absolutely have to try.
Right.
What else you got going on, Greg? You excited about that though? You is that a good one? You said?
Oh, that is that's so perfect. I agree with you. I would say the Heritage Barrel got less press, less hype.
It was fantastic.
But the Barrel Proof Rye is literally, in the top 5 pours of 2020 for sure. 2021, 100%. Coy Hill is freaking just blasted. Please hang on.
Oh my gosh! Mm-hmm. Yes!
Yeah. Let me go ahead and tell you something. The hymnals at church need to write a song about freaking Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye.
Proof Rye.
Because that stuff is freaking religious.
Yeah, it's like that old song, God of Earth and Outer Space. Sometimes you got to give them one.
All right, so I did not know that's what you were doing. You knew mine. Heck of a freaking New Year's resolution. I love the fact that you're going for that so that I get to try it. I am going for something different so that you can try it.
I like it.
I am going to no surprise, okay? But there's a story around it. I'm going for George T. Stagg 2022. Will George T. Stagg 2022 be what was supposed to be George T. Stagg 2022? Or will George T. Stagg 2021 age up and be ready for George T. Stagg 2022 release? Will they batch them all together and make a blend?
Yes.
No, that's not necessarily it, Will.
Yeah, they'll use some of the barrels in that batch. They may not use the entire lot of what they would have, but they said they weren't ready after 15 years, so they'll use some of it in the batch.
You've got to think that George T. Stagg was so off profile, or heaven forbid somebody say it's bad, because how many An Eagle Rare one year was what? Like 1,900 bottles. Like, you can't get 20 barrels? You can't find out of that year's release that is drastically smaller. You can't find a 2,000 bottle blend. Like, yes, like that's
Maybe they could, maybe they didn't want to.
because some years they've got a lot of one product and they've got a lot less of another. They basically said there's not 20 barrels that we can put together in a batch that's going to live up to our standards. It's either bad or they've got something in the works. Maybe next year they're wanting to make sure that they flood the market with George T. Stagg. Who's to say?
Well, no,
I don't know.
they've been doing that for years. George T. Stagg has gotten exponentially larger over the past 5 years.
Right, but that's natural with like they were like, oh wow, these are actually starting to go off shelves. Let's dedicate more product to
Not
that.
at a 15-year product, you don't get exponential growth like that.
Like Stagg Jr. That's probably 6 to 8 years old, right? Stagg Jr.
Sure.
Barrel proof. Okay, so they've already had Stagg Jr. mash bill, good to go, aging the same way, right? They just extended multiple years. So they only really need 7 to 9 years.
Because Stagg Jr. has also increased exponentially. So the math doesn't check out.
No, I'm saying from
Yes.
from 7 to 9 years ago, both of those products decided to age up.
You didn't listen to me at all.
They're both naturally going to rise, Will.
No, but it's like you can't pull from Stagg Jr.
Yes, you can.
No, because they both increased proportionally.
You've increased proportionally.
You dadgum right I have.
HelloFresh.com. I am looking forward to some answers. I guess that's the best way to say it. I'm looking forward to some answers because I want to know how it's going to be rolled out. You're saying that potentially all of 2021's barrels
I don't think
are
all.
going to mix.
No. I just said I think they will use those barrels that have an extra year. I don't think they'll necessarily do a giant batch. I think that while they've got it, they'll filter some in over the next few years, and it won't all of a sudden have a big spike in number,
Yeah.
and then a fall off.
Do you know my theory?
Because I think that would be poor planning.
Do you know my theory?
And heaven forbid they poor plan.
Do you know my theory?
Lord, I've heard so many of your theories over the past few months.
Look what a single barrel pick of Stagg Jr. goes for. The first ever single barrel pick of Stagg Jr. goes for charity.
At auction for charity.
We are talking about huge money.
At auction for charity.
What if George T. Stagg BTAC goes to a single barrel, or they put it under Stagg Jr., but they say this is a 15-year-old Stagg Jr. pick? There's a couple of options there that could raise so much money for really great causes. I'm just saying I am searching, and my resolution is to find out some answers behind George T.
No,
Stagg.
I thought your resolution was just to drink it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're wrong on
But
that.
with drinking it, I'm gonna have some information, Will. We're
Not
gonna
always.
have
No.
we're gonna have bottle count. We're
Nope.
gonna have how
Nope.
many years it is.
You don't have
can go
bottle
back-
count. You
can
don't
go-
have bottle count ever.
Okay, fair. Well,
You don't have bottle count.
We used to have bottle count.
You don't have age. You have age statement. You don't necessarily have top end of stuff that's in the blend. It just, if they say it's a 15-year-old bourbon, that means that
Fine,
the
they could
youngest
be
whiskey.
17. Okay, fine.
So you don't.
These
Buffalo
are fair points.
Buffalo Trace is notoriously vague and give out and not transparent about things like mash bill, bottle counts, yields, all those things. So
That's fair.
Age
That's
of
fair.
whiskey.
We're not gonna know unless we infiltrate. But if I've always wanted to go to Buffalo Trace and essentially infiltrate, and I'm talking about pitch a tent in the parking lot, wait till everybody leaves, and just saunter.
You did that on the last barrel pick.
What did I do on the last barrel pick? I don't remember.
You pitched it in the parking lot.
Okay. Okay.
All right, folks, thanks so much for watching this and letting us tell you our resolutions for 2022. Go ahead and put your resolutions in the comments below, what whiskeys you want to try, what you hope's coming out, what you want to see in this year.
OFC 95, baby!
Go ahead and support us by subscribing to the channel, giving us a thumbs up. And also, if you want to support us in another way, I suggest you check out patreon.com/thepodcast. Over there, you can join something called Town Hall, and I recommend you making that a part of your 2022 New Year resolution.
If you want to see me and Will act like freaking Japanese Beatles in heat, join podcast. Oh!